Welcome back. I'm glad you could be back with us again. Our next guest now, we have Dave Goodyear here, and he is representing the Brunswick Historical Society. Thank you, Dave, for coming, and we're glad you could be here. Yeah, great. Well, we're going to ask a little bit about you first, and I always like to start that way and just get a little background on you and how you're involved in the community. And so if you'd like to give us a little bit of info about your family and Brunswick.
Well, I'm a graduate of Brunswick High School, of course, in '56, and raised on a farm down on 42. We still have it, of course, and I've been active in many different areas of the town: fire service and the police service, the youth club years ago, the dances in the old town hall, and then up at the farm. And just active with the Red Cross for years. Just kept busy. Kept busy.
And still busy today. Lots of your family involved too, correct?
Oh yes, yeah. I've got my daughter and her family are the only ones that aren't really involved because she lives down in Columbus.
Okay.
But my older son, he and his wife live right on the farm. We have a duplex, and they live right there, and they're part of it, and along with, of course, Lee, my wife, and our younger son, Dakota. So I keep busy and try to keep active in the community. That's what I'm here for today, of course.
I don't live too far away, and I like getting up in the morning and still hearing through the window. I can still hear the animals once in a while, and I was born out in Richfield, so that's nothing new to me, and I had family who had a farm, so I get up in the morning and I hear that, and it's, you know, as much as Brunswick has progressed, it's still nice to get up and sometimes once in a while hear a cow. But, and so I value that, and it's nice that we have what you have there. I know that's a whole nother segment we can do, but you're here today for the Historical Society,
right.
And so I thought, you know, we could go on into that, and you could let us know how you got involved with that and where you're at as a society and how it's going.
I became involved in it several years back because it's our town, and the history of our community is important. I feel if you know the history somewhat, you can know the future. You can work better towards it. Our Historical Society has grown into a organization that has a lease on the old graining farm down on Laurel Road, or Old Gravel Pit Road, if you wish. And I know the Grainings, the last family that lived there. I knew those folks. In fact, I delivered mail to them back in '57, '58, '59. They also had a niece who came to live with them for a year or two from Germany, and she came to the teen dances when we had the dances up in the old town hall. The history of our community, we've always been a farming community. Yes, we do not have a nice big square like Strongsville has or Medina has, but we've got top-notch people, and the history of our town is very important to me, as long as it should be to everybody else that lives here. And of course, the more people we could get to join the organization and work towards raising money to maintain it, why the better off we'd be. I've served as a trustee of the organization. I was chairman of the board, and it's so gratifying to be able to work towards maintaining the farm. Now we do have a monetary problem at the present time.
And you are looking at some fundraising to try and get the efforts in to keep things going there,
yes,
correct?
Yes.
And you have something, I believe, is it fall foliage or something that's coming up, that you have some tours that come through there too?
The Medina County Fall Foliage Tour is coming up the second weekend of October. I believe it's a 12 and 13. And the farm is on that tour. And hopefully we'll have everything at the museum going. The house is our biggest concern right now. The rest of the buildings are in pretty good shape. The city, who is our landlords as such, they've been unable to maintain the buildings as planned for. And that's where we ran into our financial problems. So we are working the best we can, working on an agreement with the city to get money. The county has stepped in and, excuse me, the county stepped in and done a beautiful job in offering to help us with repairing the foundation that some people say needs repairing. This way we can get the house open again.
Right.
So people can get in and see what a house looked like from back in the mid-1800s.
I've been through that home, and it's amazing the history there and where Brunswick was, where it's come, and the landscape that's changed over the years. And I know what you say, I still feel it's community too, even though we've seen all these changes, it's the people. But that house has such an enormous amount of information, and there's so much to see, and if we can do anything to save that, you know, would be worth it to have that remain. And how can people get involved, or how can they reach the society in order to help out with this?
Well, we of course need members to join, and the memberships run from $12, I believe it is, on up.
Okay.
Family-wise, individual, and so on. And then of course backing us with our projects, our money-raising projects, being involved in the organization. We meet on Thursday, the last Thursday of the month, and at the present time we're meeting at the rec center on that Thursday. It's just they to get involved in it. The money isn't everything. We need the people to get involved. We need younger people. We sit down there around the table or the tables, depending upon how many are there and whatever. And when you look around, we see many of them close to my age, and we need a lot younger.
Okay.
We have some younger good members going, but we do need some younger people. And I know it's hard these days with everything going on, everybody working so hard, taking care of the family, which of course comes first. But we cannot ignore our community. And here we have one of the older settlements in the county. Actually, Brunswick was organized in 1815, which was 3 years before Medina County was organized. And we do have such great history.
We do, and what we'd like to see is some of the younger ones, as you say, and we're hoping that by this program, this will help educate some people as to where they can go to help out. We're starting to run out of a little time here for the show, so we're going to have to wrap things up right now, but we do appreciate you taking the time to get the message out there and let everyone know what you all are doing in the efforts to save this great project. So hopefully we'll get some more people that will reach out and maybe show up to a meeting and get more involved. That would be a good thing. They can
always call me too.
Okay, great.
I'm not the membership committee, but that's the easiest way, instead of giving numbers out now and names.
Sure. Well, we
appreciate you letting us be in on this.
Absolutely.
And, because it is so important that we save the farm.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for being with us today. We appreciate it. And we're going to be wrapping things up for this show. We do thank you for being with us today on The Buzz on Business.